Hi, this is Jugal again. Today, we'll talk about making your browser or business application as an execution layer, and that is with Gapflow Browser Extension. The extension allows teams to trigger AI agents, workflows, integrations, and few things directly from any of the web page, a custom one, a CRM one, inside other applications, as you will see, and use every day. So instead of manually copying data between systems, the extension captures live context such as emails, phone numbers, and URLs, and then launches the operational workflows underneath. So let's get started and show you what an extension is. So here is our web browser, very colorful, eh? So we load this extension, and this extension is available to be downloaded from Google Chrome by the name Gapflow. This is the latest version and soon to be published. So, what is an extension? So, the extension acts as a lightweight operational layer on top of your browser. It doesn't hamper anything that you're doing. Yes, it does take a bit of a space, which allows you to minimize. So, this is a standard and a default size which it comes with. And this application, which is, of course, not unique in its nature, and very many business application provides it. In our case, it connects directly with Gapflow accounts, your own accounts, and pull your workflows, AI agents directly into the browser itself. This means your automations are available wherever you are working, home, office, uh, at other places as well, right? So in this section, you can see I am already logged in, and the login process picks up from your existing browser, which is Chrome in our case. As you can see, it has already picked up my account. I can log in, I can refresh, right? It can go and gets the latest data from the system, right? So as soon as you, for example, loads it, it captures the data. There you go. If I was not logged in and extension couldn't validate my account, it will prompt me for a login. Now in this case, it has loaded, and you can see the extension has few parts at the top. We got a way for us to go and log in into the application. It takes you there. Okay. And then we got agents where all the workflows are listed. Some are coming, some we have already created. And of course, an history tab, which loads the complete execution and work that you have done. So it's a complete logging GDPR compliant system, right? There are a few details for you to review. Going back to our agents now. Now, these agents are published from the system. So that system relies in here. This is our Gapflow system. And as you can see, I have this extension which says send an outreach email. So behind this outreach email, this is a workflow that looks like, and it has been published from here. There are few more that I have published which reside in different folders for me. For example, I got some personal agents which are in here, and I use them from this place. Now let's do one of the Salesforce one. Let's see this one, Salesforce lead. Okay, the process to publish a extension to the workflow to the extension, or it could be an agent or anything else as well. In our case, a simple workflow with lots of blocks and integration in it, such as Salesforce, Twilio, Office 365, and other bits. So if we go and deploy as extension, Airflow must have an active webhook. Yes, sure, great. Because this is a communication which that happens between the systems. We need to explicitly allow our system to listen to the web calls. So we just configure this, save changes. We don't need to test or anything, cancel. And now we go and publish the extension. Yep. All right. It's not visible here because we need to force the refresh, and off you go. Here is our extension that is available. There is nothing in here that tells us what this flow is. So let's go back to the agents, add some notes here. This captures the Salesforce leads and pass and let's say sends them an SMS and an email for confirmation, right? So we save, and now it's part of the property. As you can see, it's available for us to review here. Not just this, if we hit refresh, and otherwise it happens automatically, we have our details available for us to review, and we can simply go and execute. But before we go, we just review the other bits of the system. So these agents are highly customizable based on what one would like. So we have seen this one. Let's look at a couple of other ones. Save changes for sure. And here's another complex one which searches various Salesforce records and puts them through a field mapper and sort of merges them together into contacts and accounts and puts them into, you know, Bright Pattern, our call center management system, as well as into an email. If we look at some AI use cases, here is an AI agent which has some instruction set to retrieve the you're an automation assistant and capture the retrieve the Salesforce contacts. So this is one. This can also be added if we like. Similar way, we have a couple of more from my personal, which I have already shown and added. So now let's go back to the working of the system. And for that purpose, for our testing and purpose, we are going to use this workflow system, which we have created specifically to demonstrate how various elements work from our browser. For our case, we are going to use a Salesforce contact. So this is a business application. It has an email, phone number, and a couple of other details. For this, the purpose of this recording, we're gonna do a very simple workflow, a very simple trigger of sending an outreach email to an email address. Now, this is an example email address. So email address will be sent to my email address, but it will capture the page URL. And let me show you that. So here is my extension, which is there. We are sending an outreach email, right? There's no description in here, but you know how to go and add. Now, if you look at these variables at the bottom, they come by default in the system. Now that's where it captures the context of the page automatically. It captures the phone number, it captures the email address. For some reasons, couldn't read this phone number. Okay, doesn't look like a real phone number. But anyway, so it has captured the email address, it has captured the page URL, and some notes if you like to add. So this is by default integrated into the system, is there as a variable. So let's select as an email, and our for our demonstration, because we are sending this page URL in an email, so let's select this as well, and let's say some description. Now system automatically know that you are using these three variables, and it gives you a payload for that. This is being enhanced as we speak, but these are the variables that you can use inside your Gapflow system for mapping, SMS, various things. Now let's execute this workflow. What we are expecting is this to be executed, data to be collected, because it's an event-driven system independent of, I mean, it only captures the data which you send to it. So, and it is supposed to send an email to my email address. So let's go to my email, refresh it, and see if we have received. There you go. Just now we have received this email which says triggered from extension. And if we go back to review our subject, yes, it all can be, by the way, customized. Now going back here, it has captured the web page URL, right? So we were here and we have done this. So let's go back and look for some other contact. Let's say this person. So it's part of the Gap Cloud system, has a phone number, etc. So let's go refresh it, go to our email back. Let's see. Oh, there you go. This time it has captured all the phone numbers and various variables listed. So let's say we have the phone number as well. We capture the email address, which is highlighted. We capture a payload, leave the description, and we have all those variables here as well. So phone variable is also there. Now let's run this one. Right now the extension is run. It has captured the data, and we should be expecting an email very soon on this. All right, there you go. And this time we have a different contacts ending with Q1A. Let's quickly go and review. Yes, that's correct. Okay, now let's come back to our extension, go to our pretty page just to give a clean view. Going back to the extension here, this is where it everything aligns. And if you go and check the history, it's there. This was just one which we have ran, but there are some past executions as well. And if you, I would like to know more, clicking on it takes me to the web page where all the audits and everything, logs, and much more descriptions, much more details are there. A quick review of the logs, quite an extensive one. As you can see, it has captured each and every detail of our execution. So this sort of marks the end of our recording. The goal of the Gapflow extension here was not a simply browser automation. What we wanted to show is an operation acceleration, right? Users can launch AI agent and workflows directly from the system. Now, this is very helpful for sales team, support teams, operations, for various outbound campaigns, and of course, AI assisted business processes. Thank you.